It was the Boston Celtics who locked up the Warriors and held them to 88 points. Yesterday said you did not believe the Celtics were going to win the Eastern Conference. You said you'd be shocked. Have you changed your opinion from yesterday?
I haven't changed my opinion, but that isn't based on them beating the Golden State Warriors. That would be based on them beating the Milwaukee Bucks or the Miami Heat in a 7-game series. The Celtics have a terrific starting five. The main thing that they fortified is a duality. One, up front, not having Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown guarding players that are 30 and 40 pounds heavier than them. How do you fix that? You play Horford and you play Time Lord Robert Williams together. And so now it frees up Jason Tatum to be a scorer and a committed defender, and Jalen Brown to be a lockdown defender. And Marcus Smart, who's their best passer, can now be an open three-point shooter, a defender, and somebody that's going to get all of the hustle plays. And let me talk about a couple of those plays that took place in the game. And by the way, Greg Williams coming in off the bench, leading the league in third in the league in three-point percentage from the corner. So he's balling. So Marcus Smart, there's going to be a lot of talk about him and Steve Kerr going back and forth and the play that happened with Steph Curry. Let me teach everybody something. A couple of years ago when Anthony Davis got injured, the year that the Lakers lost to the Suns, he got, I believe, injured on a play where somebody rolled into his leg. Like, as a player, you got to anticipate those happen and kind of hopefully the lucky players are able to navigate it and get out of the way or get rolled into a point where they don't get hurt. The reason why I bring that up is when there's a loose ball on the floor, Marcus Smart, Ron Artest, Bruce Bowen, Dennis Rodman, I could just keep going to the era. They're going to dive on that ball.
Yep.
And by the way, those are also players that when you are as physical as they are and committed defensively as they are, you got to be a little dirty. You just have to. Because it's called doing what? The dirty work. Ain't that what it's called? Doing the dirty work?
It's called doing dirty work.
So it's one thing for me to dive at the ball and David Jacoby standing there. It's another thing for me to dive at the ball and Steph Curry's standing there. I'm going head and shoulders like the shampoo after the ball. And Steph either got to meet me to the ball or get out of the way. So clearly I'm not going to blame a player for being injured. But I'm telling you, Steph is going to look back at that play and be like, I knew he was going to dive for that ball. You see what I'm saying? And so some people can say it was an out-of-bounds play. It was actually an in-bounds play. No, now the same, I believe, transition, he goes down and Clay's about to go for a layup. He pump fakes, and then Marcus Smart's leg kind of gets on Clay's arm on the way down. So now let me teach somebody else something.
What the?
I promise you, when Marcus Smart was in the air at that awkward angle, he really didn't want his foot to get caught between Clay's forearm. You know why?
He wants
that
to
means
land.
you're about to tumble on your shoulder and your head.
He wants to land.
That's what that means. He was trying to land safely. Trust me. David Jacoby, when I play basketball, what's the number one thing I do not want to do?
Jalen Rose hates falling. He hates falling. He wants to stay upright at all times.
Correct. And I'm telling you, he jumped to try to be aggressive and go after the block. But then when Clay faked him, he was like, oh, yo, leg was kind of awkward. I'm telling you, when his foot got caught, I'm telling you, all he saw was my head about to hit this floor. So at that point, he was just trying to save him. So look at him, put his head down, arm down, shoulder down. He looked at them like, y'all saved my life. Like, look at him. Now, he did look at him and extend his leg, though. But he extended his leg not to do a Bruce Lee move. He extended his leg, I'm trying to teach y'all, so he wouldn't fall on his head and bust his head. And so he deserved a technical, I believe, or a flagrant foul. He deserved that.
Jalen.
He deserved a flagrant. Because that's
Jalen Rose hates falling. Another.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.